The 8th week in ordinary time at Tuesday, March 4th, 2025, the optional memorial of Saint Casimir. Today's readings calls us to embrace the blessings and challenges of a discipleship genuinely. Doing God's will in our lives requires its own sacrificial offerings. In the first reading, Sirach offers 3 ways of making sacrificial offerings: the peace offering, thanksgiving, and righteousness or atonement. We learned that keeping the law and making sacrifices are closely connected. In doing so, we please both God and our neighbor. Whatever the case, the invitation is to transform our obstacles into stepping stones, a means to our salvation. Likewise, in the Gospel, Jesus speaks of making sacrifices and the blessings that accompany them. Peter said, "We have given up everything and followed you," reminding us of the demands and the cost of discipleship. Fellowship with Jesus requires us to let go of certain death weights, which weighs us down and impinge our growth. Sometimes it comes through close ties that we develop, and some of those are imposed upon us by circumstances. At the same time, some are by our association. The first group of disciples that the Lord called by the Sea of Gennesaret left everything to follow the Lord. The woman at the well left her jar behind to minister to her community about Jesus. The tax collectors, Matthew, promised 4 times restitution to those he may have taken advantage of in dealing with them. Sacrifices are part and parcel of who we are as covenantal people of God, be it peace offerings, thanksgiving, and atonement. Jesus highlighted the blessings without excluding a persecution, and there was a reason for them. He is very aware of the sacrificial nature of discipleship and its challenges, calling us to be faithful and steadfast. This sets the tone as we prepare to begin the Lenten season, a time when the church calls us to pray, fast, and give alms. Jesus promises peace of eternal reward to all who do the will of the Father. We observe this through the sacrificial offerings of peace, thanksgiving, and atonement. Our offerings come both in ritual offerings and self-sacrifice, in giving of oneself for the good of one another. And we share in the fruits of the promise here on earth, and more so, the hope of the promise of eternal reward. Have a beautiful day.